Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Corey, better known as the C-Man, and I want to welcome you to another edition of the C-Man's Cinema. Sit down. Told you we weren't going to wait very long to jump into this second trailer after watching the first trailer that was like from 3 months ago. The one we're getting ready to watch is from yesterday. I'm very excited. This is one of my top 10 most anticipated films of the year. You give me Ryan Coogler, you give me Michael B. Jordan, I'm always very happy. You give me Michael B. Jordan playing a second role, and in the world of horror, good God, I could not be more excited for this film. And after seeing what we saw in the first trailer, I can't wait to see what we got in the second. So why don't you pull up a chair, take a seat. We are getting ready to take a look at the second official trailer for Sinners. And as I said in my last video, and I just said to you just now, I am so hyped for this movie. I love Ryan Coogler. I love Michael B. Jordan. But when those two dudes come together, it's always special. I mean, whether it's Fruitvale Station, whether it's, Black Panther, whether it's Creed, like whatever genre, whatever type of story they want to tell, when these two collaborate, you get something really special. And what's cool at this point in life is like Michael B. Jordan is in a stage of his career where it's not just about acting anymore. He is very much a talented filmmaker. You're starting to see him step into other things, producing, getting behind the camera. So the idea that we're getting Ryan Coogler, who's been operating at the top of his game for quite some time, and Michael B. Jordan, who's also been operating at the top of his game for a long time, but who's now operating at a different place. The collaboration element is another thing that I'm super excited about this movie. And like those are things that you'll hear in like interviews and lead ups as we build to it. But outside of that, what they're crafting here looks really, really cool. That first trailer said like we're gonna, be experiencing fear in ways we haven't before, a different look at fear. That's something that's very exciting for me. The other thing that's really cool coming off that first trailer, outside of like the one shot of Homeboy like having some sort of physical reaction to something, and a couple shots of like people in a mask, or one person in a mask. Like outside of that, there's not very much horror imagery in that first trailer. It's a lot of seeing people's faces looking at whatever the horror is. And that's cool, man, because you don't know what's going on. I don't know if this is supernatural. I don't know if this is just like people doing terrible things to people. I don't know if this is somehow rooted in race. It doesn't feel like that, because in the scene where you see everybody kind of going into that one large building, all the people that are outside of the building, seemingly the threat, appear to be people of color, white people. It's a mixture. It just looks like people from that community. And that's very intriguing in and of itself. But again, we're not seeing exactly what's going on outside of a couple flashes. Anything that's really checking old school horror boxes. The faces seeing what's going on has me super intrigued, because like the one that got me was Wunmi Masaku. There's that shot where like everybody's kind of starting to line up. Michael B is like right in front, and Wunmi is in the back, and she is shaking. Her face is like legitimate terror, and I'm pumped to see if this second trailer shows us a little bit of what this evil is that's coming for these two brothers. And is this a karma-based thing? Is it both brothers? Is it one brother? I mean, the contrast and comparison to the two brothers in the marketing materials, posters, things that are in the movie theaters, it feels like one is good, one is bad. But when you go past the looks and you see what was presented, right, we have one that's looking real sharp and one that looks like he's been struggling probably with PTSD of some kind, because it looks like he was in the war based on that like little chest that he had. And it's one of those where it's like, is the evil actually attached to the dude who made the money? Or is the evil attached to the dude who's probably done and seen some horrific things? Or is it attached to both of them? Like, these are all the questions the first trailer brought up, and that just gets me so excited to see what we get with the second trailer. Now, I don't want too much to be given away. I really like that we didn't really have much of a handle on the story, because that's usually what you get in your first official trailer after a teaser, but we didn't get a teaser. So I like that the official trailer very much played like a teaser. It was a 2-minute trailer. Here we got a 2:55 trailer. Feeling we're going to get a little bit more story, and maybe we're going to see a little bit more of the horror and fear, or what is causing the fear for the community here. But outside of that, I mean, composition-wise, how Coogler's shooting it, different shots that he's setting up, like there's really good creative things just going off of what we've seen in the first trailer. I'm pumped to take a look at the second one. Obviously, we really only see Michael B. Jordan, and then we see the other characters in the background. Didn't really get much of Haley Steinfeld, didn't get much of Woonmi, didn't get much Delroy Lindo. So it'll be interested to see if we see anything more for them. Mostly Woonmi Masaku and Haley Steinfeld. But yeah, let's not waste any more time, man. Let's get the trailer up for you. We've watched one. We're going to watch the second right now. It's time to take a look at what we're getting with the second official trailer for Sinners.
We've been gone a long time. We back now.
There they both look all right.
You twins? Nah, we cousins.
Legends of people with the gift of making music so true.
Okay.
Spirits from the past.
Okay.
This
Past and future,
can
see?
bring fame and fortune.
Will somebody take me?
Oh, we're gonna... Yes, we're gonna play with music?
And pierce the veil between life and death.
Oh. Yo, son.
This ain't no house party.
So it's all about the performance going on in this build. So it is about this
Y'all ready to
building.
drink?
Or at least where
Wait till y'all stink.
it's going to be taking place. There's Haley.
You keep dancing with the devil.
Careful, boy.
Woo!
You gonna bite off more than you can chew.
Oh.
One day he's gonna follow you home.
We got us a problem now.
There's
What the hell
Delroy.
going on? Oh, we heard tale of a party.
Okay, we are gonna play with race.
This world already left you for dead. I can save you from your fate.
You don't need no saving.
Yes, you do. And you are?
Light in the dude's eyes is brilliant.
Your way out.
Why is his face covered in blood?
Don't cry. It's
Wait,
all better
what?
Now.
Vampires? Are we doing vampires? Ryan Coogler, are we doing vampires? Yo, let's go!
Demons.
Yo! Oh,
Just power.
Somebody please take me.
oh, the night belongs to... Oh, Haley's a vampire too!
Every last one of you.
Oh, man! Yo, I wasn't already ecstatic about this movie. Bro.
Hey, I ain't mean to scare you. Thought y'all done forgot about me in here. Come on, open the door, let me on out of here.
Oh, no.
It's you? Of course it's me, open the door.
Don't open the door.
It's your brother.
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, yes! I mean, look, I ain't gonna lie to you. This trailer maybe gave us a little bit too much. But that said...
Yo, smell anything? I think I shot myself.
Oh, man. You gotta have to give me a second to come down from that one. Oh, my. We are getting supernatural. We are getting traditional horror. I do think we're gonna play with race, and again, like that's one of the things with Coogler in general. Like whatever genre, whatever type of movie he wants to make the vehicle that we're riding in, you know, he's gonna layer other things in there. And one of the things I love about horror right now in general is the fact that like that's what your top end horror directors and writers are doing, right? They are taking real stories and real subject matter and things that, you know, apply to the humans that currently exist in the world and put it through the filter or the prism of a horror movie. So again, very excited to see what Coogler's playing with in that realm. But the fact that this man said, I want to come play in the horror realm, my favorite genre, and not just that, but in my favorite subgenre of the horror world, vampire movies. I'm a huge vampire guy. Now, granted, I'd had to go back and rewatch the whole trailer. I can't tell if the folks that we see with that glint in their eye, if they're only in dark, like you only see them out at night. I cannot tell if this is going to be a traditional vampire, like all these people only pop up at night and they're doing vampire-y things, or if there's something else at play. But from what we're seeing, I mean, we're seeing fangs, we're seeing bloody faces, we're seeing people attack other humans. Like, we are playing with vampire things in a Michael B. Jordan, Ryan Coogler film. Shut up. And then on top of that, once you knew vampires were at play, the end of the trailer was pretty obvious what was going to be coming. But the fact that you're going to give me... I guess we got here. Yeah, like the fact that you're going to give me one of the two Michael B. Jordans as a vampire, and as the guy who got gold in his teeth. Like, that's just a cool look. Like, that visual, that through the crack through the door where you could only see his teeth. Where is it? Yeah. That, like, I'm glad that this is the dude that's going to play the vampire, because visually, like, the gold on the teeth and the fangs, that's going to be a cool visual. But the other thing that I'm really digging is the way in which Coogler is playing with the eyes, and how the eyes have that little bit of white light reflecting or shining, like, in the back of it. You see it there. You see it again with Steinfeld's character when she's like, we're going to kill all of you. Made me so happy. But, like, that's going to be a lot of fun to play with, right? Like, the idea of, like, bringing something home. Like, again, we're still not entirely sure of, like, what these brothers did. Who clearly... like, whatever situation that they're in, like I said, either the one who looks like he's a little bit more well off than the other, although here you saw them both in suits, so, like, maybe they've both been together the whole time and everything that's happened to both of them. But I still kind of get the vibe that, like, one of the twins went to war, one of the twins didn't, and the one that didn't is doing pretty well for himself, and somewhere in there, one or both probably did something that karma's saying, yeah, you know, the evil gonna come for you. The fact that the evil is vampires is so exciting. I love that like I said, we're seeing bloody faces. It means you ain't, like, I mean, Mike's covered in the blood. I don't know whose blood that is, but, like, the fact that you get, like, look at Haley Steinfeld. Oh, it looks so good. And again, the light in their eyes is such a cool part of, like, the flip to being a vampire. Like, the eyes look normal, the teeth look normal, the teeth come out, and the eyes get that, like, glow light in them. But, like, just that image, I wasn't necessarily expecting that in a Ryan Coogler movie, and I wasn't necessarily expecting supernatural. Like I said, this could have been something where you're dealing with other things, and I love that in the trailer, right? Like, you get to these guys showing up. Where is it? Yeah, like, you get to these folks showing up, and you're just like, oh no, we are going to be playing with some race things, and, like, maybe that's where the fear is stemming from, or where it's coming from, right? But no. It might be stemming or coming from them. Like, these might be the vampires that are turning other people into vampires. But, like, we are playing with the supernatural. Like, that was one of those where it's like, oh, man, okay, like, you're playing with the music. The music can conjure spirits. The music can open that door to the supernatural. These concerts and things that are going on, like, this is where things are going to take place. It seems like while we're in the town, a good majority of this film is going to take place in one location. Another thing I love with horror movies. One of the things I really dug about Wolfman, right? Like, we're just going to live in this one place, and we're going to experience everything that this group is experiencing in this place. Love that conceptually. And I think it could be a lot of fun to play with, where, like, you got people trapped in rooms or trying to get into places. Like, that's a lot of fun, especially with vampires. But, like, you know, stemming with, like, the music, you're like, okay, maybe the music is bringing, like, ghosts or demons or supernatural things, like, creating sin, right? Like, you see Homeboy, like, go down on that girl, and then everything burns down, coming off of the music that he's playing. So, like, you're thinking you're going that way.
Oh, we heard tale of a party.
And then the turn, as I want to watch it again because it made me so happy.
You don't need no saving.
Yes, you do.
Right there, it was that light in that eye. I was like, wait a minute, what? And then this, when I saw it, I was like, why is he cannibals? And then when the person got up, I was like, nope, the teeth, vampires. Like I didn't see that coming. Again, maybe gave us a little too much in this trailer. I'm not going to watch any other trailers before this movie comes out. I've seen enough. But at the same time, by giving us what you gave us, it dialed my excitement level from about an 8 to about a 15. I am so stoked. And like the fact that he's not just going into the world of horror, he's going into vampires. It makes me so happy. Like as a horror fan, like, and it's one of these things too, where it's like The Substance is getting this type of momentum around horror. Like it feels like maybe Hollywood is looking at horror in a different way because you can do so much more. Even if the vehicle is vampires or the vehicle is body horror, the conversations and things that are coming out and why those horrors are happening. There's such a highbrow place that you can go to with horror that doesn't feel forced, right? Like I know there are times where it's like, oh man, like here we go, another highbrow thing. Like people are trying to be like super. But when it's done correctly, the application of highbrow concepts inside of horror movies creates something that can be a potential powerhouse come awards season. And obviously we need to see what happens with The Substance. But like, it feels like that movie could win any of the awards that it's been nominated for. And that's not something you get a lot. So the idea that the genre is going in that direction anyway, and I'm not saying it's the only way to go. I love me a B-level slasher. I love me a bad horror movie. I love me a traditional classic horror movie that's not trying to play with anything different. Like all the different shades of horror you can give me, I'm here for. But I love seeing creators try to elevate the genre with material that actually can connect, right? Like I'm not just walking out of a movie scared. I'm walking out of a movie taking something with it. Like taking something with me from it. There it is. And the idea that you're seeing that already in the genre, and now you're starting to see directors say, hey, and actors say, hey, let's come pop over here because we can play with stuff. Super exciting. And Ryan Coogler playing with vampires with 2 Michael B. Jordans. Come on, man. Like, what? I'm so excited. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna just keep rambling because I'm excited. So I'm gonna stop. I'll flip it over to you. What did the second official trailer for Sinners do for you? Did it hype you up even more than the first trailer? Are you excited to see Ryan Coogler do Ryan Coogler things with vampires? Are you excited to see what B. Jordan's doing? What do you like? Like I said, there's a lot of cool visual stuff going on, like the palette, the cinematography in general. A lot of this movie was shot for IMAX, which is fun, and that's one of those things too. Like when you're shot for IMAX, but not entirely in IMAX, that's that aspect ratio. The IMAX is going to go full screen. The non-IMAX is going to come down. So how does Coogler play with that stuff? The glowing eyes, the contrasts of different shots and the compositions behind them. Like there's just so much high-end filmmaking going on. But then it's vampires. Like that. Like how happy are you that it was vampires? Did you figure it was vampires after that first trailer? Anything that you got, man. What's getting you hyped? What are you worried about? What are you concerned with? Not looking forward to? Anything you got. I really don't think any of those last ones. I think it should just be hype. There should just be hype for this movie. But that's just me. That's not everybody. I want to know what you're thinking. So good, bad, indifferent. Anything you got on our second official trailer for Sinners. Put it down below in the comment section. Look forward to talking to you down there. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new, you want to come hang out with the C-Man anytime we're talking movies, TV, trailer, reactions. You want to be here when we get to Sinners. You want to see what else is going on in the movie realm. You just want to give a little love and support to the old C-Man because he can always use it. Well, come join C-Maniac Nation. Super easy. Just jump over there. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that little bell if you want those alerts. And until next time for the C-Man Cinema. Sit down. I've been the C-Man. I'm signing off. Peace. C-Maniac Nation, you look nervous. Is it the scars? Would you like to know where I got them? No? Well, then maybe you'd like to see another video with the C-Man. How about up here or over here? And if you really dig the C-Man, well, then show him a little love right over there.